Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Crack Grade B. मेरा नाम है ऋषभ. And let's begin today's class for economics and finance issues and analysis. And we will have news from past 2 days. Okay. Good morning, Professor. Good morning, Nivedita. Good morning, Isha. Good morning, Gaurav. Welcome back to the class. Let me look more serious. Okay. Okay. So after 2 days of revision, let's start the economics and finance class. Okay. So this is by RBI. WMA limit for Government of India for the first half of financial year has increased. Now, what is WMA? WMA is Ways and Means Advances. Now, Ways and Means Advances is one of the okay, wait. Yes. So, Ways and Means Advances is one of the methods by which the government raises fund for short term. ये long term के लिए नहीं होता है. Short term like 3 months, 3 महीने के लिए government can raise money from RBI that the RBI decides with consultation from the government. तो पहले हाफ के लिए इस फाइनेंशियल ईयर के 1,50,000 करोड़ RBI has said that we can provide 1,50,000 करोड़ as ways and means advances. लास्ट ईयर भी 1,50,000 करोड़ ही था. दिस ईयर भी 1,50,000 करोड़ फॉर द फर्स्ट हाफ ऑफ द कमिंग फाइनेंशियल ईयर फ्रॉम टुमारो. ठीक है. स्टेट्स के लिए डिक्लेयर नहीं हुआ है. लास्ट ईयर फॉर स्टेट्स इट वाज 41,000 करोड़ रुपीस. ठीक है. अभी स्टेट्स के लिए डिक्लेयर 47,000 करोड़ रुपीस लास्ट ईयर. अभी स्टेट्स का डिक्लेयर नहीं हुआ है. मे बी इन अ डे और टू आरबीआई विल डिक्लेयर इट. बट WMA limit for government, WMA means ways and means advances, short term borrowings के लिए government की to have a short term mismatch if they have, they can borrow, the government can borrow for 3 months maximum, 3 months borrowing. Okay, and this borrowing is done at repo rate. Okay, this borrowing is done at repo rate. बट अगर 3 महीने में वापस नहीं किए पैसे तो 2% की पेनाल्टी लगती है ओवरड्राफ्ट पे. देयर इज अ पेनाल्टी ऑफ 2% अबव रेपो रेट ऑन इफ यू डू नॉट पे बैक द मनी इन 3 months. दैट इज कॉल्ड ओवरड्राफ्ट. और अगर आपने 1.5 लाख करोड़ से ज्यादा की उम्मीद की आरबीआई से, देन ऑल्सो इट विल बी ओवरड्राफ्ट. सो आइदर इफ यू एक्सटेंड योर टाइम लिमिट और यू एक्सटेंड योर फाइनेंस लिमिट, then there will be a penalty rate, overdraft rate 2% above repo rate. Okay, so the limit for ways and means advances for first half of the financial year will be 1,50,000 crore, same as last year. Okay, RBI may trigger fresh flotation of market loans in consultation with the government of India, taking into consideration the prevailing circumstances. Means if RBI wants, they can increase or decrease whenever they want this limit. Also, अगर 75% तक गवर्नमेंट यूज कर लेती है इस 1,50,000 करोड़ का, then RBI can issue fresh market loans to the government. अगर 75% तक यूज कर लेती है before 6 months, then RBI can issue more loans, but at overdraft. Okay. Now, interest rate on WMA and overdraft will be, and WMA obviously at repo rate, and overdraft means if you extend your timeline or your budget, then 2% above repo rate. Remember this. WMA at repo rate, overdraft 2% above the repo rate. WMA is short term borrowing for the government. 3 महीने से कम. Okay. Okay, now no charge for customers for normal UPI payments. Too much hue and cry was there, but ऐसा वैसे भी नहीं होना था, because we know about certain thing called merchant discount rate. The merchant discount rate is not laid upon the customers. Just like that UPI पे transaction rate आया है, interoperable transaction charge. Just like MDR, जैसे merchant discount rate customer के ऊपर नहीं डाला जाता है, नहीं डाल सकते by merchants, because merchants have to pay for using digital payment. Same in this case, interoperable charge will be put upon the wallets. Okay, the company wallets like Paytm wallet or a फोन पे वॉलेट, उनके ऊपर ये चार्ज लगेगा, दैट इज 1.1% इंटरऑपरेबल चार्ज. व्हाट इज इंटरऑपरेबल चार्ज? मींस नाउ if the person is using wallet, let's say of Paytm, and using a QR code of, let's say, any other bank or phone pay, तो interoperability यहाँ पे लागू हुई. So for this interoperability you will be charged 1.1% of the of your anything above 2000 रुपीज. 2000 के ऊपर आपको इंटरऑपरेबल चार्ज लगेगा 1.1%. ओके, नॉर्मल यूपीआई पेमेंट्स के लिए नहीं है ये. पीपीआई मीन्स प्रीपेड इंस्ट्रूमेंट, लाइक वॉलेट इंस्ट्रूमेंट से अगर आप पैसा ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं इनटू अदर सोर्सेज लाइक बैंक्स और एनी अदर वॉलेट, then interoperable charge of 1.1% above 2000 rupees will be charged upon it. ठीक है, सबके ऊपर नहीं है ये. Now NPCI, the Retail Payments and Settlement Body, clarified that there is no charges for bank account to bank account based UPI transaction, that is normal UPI payments, but an interchange charge has been introduced for PPI, means prepaid instrument merchant transaction, but the customers will not be charged, same as merchant discount rate. जैसे merchant discount rate था वैसे ये वाला है, interoperable charges, not on customers but on the merchants. Okay, national NPCI clarified that bank account transfer via UPI will continue to remain free, but merchant payment above 2000 rupees between two different wallets will be chargeable. Interoperability तभी आएगी ना जब आप दो तरह के वॉलेट या एक वॉलेट से एक बैंक में ट्रांसफर कर रहे होंगे. Then interoperability will be on you, not on you but on the merchants. Okay, the interoperable charge of 1.1% for each transaction above 2000 will be payable by the merchants from 1st of April, just like that MDR. Yes, it will range from 0.5 to 1.1, correct. Maximum 1.1% transaction above 2000 rupees रहेगा. You're right. It is, let me write it also. 0.5% to 1.1%, maximum being 1.1% of interoperable charge. Sorry. Okay. Now, G20 expert group. G20 expert group constituted for strengthening multilateral development bank. अभी expert group क्या है? 11 member group having conveners in N.K. Singh from India and Professor Lawrence Summers from Harvard University. These two will be the like heads. ठीक है, co-conveners of this 11 member expert group. This group is formed so that multilateral development banks like most probably World Bank and IMF can be restructured and reformed, ठीक है, as per the present needs. Okay, so under the aegis of India's G20 presidency, 11 member expert group has been set up to explore measures to strengthen multilateral development banks. Professor Lawrence Summers from Harvard and N.K. Singh, 15th chairman of 15th Finance Commission, okay, are the co-conveners of this G20 expert group. Now this group is supposed to meet in Washington, DC, when the meeting of World Bank and IMF will be going on in April. Okay, the group is expected to get together during the spring meeting of IMF World Bank in Washington, DC in mid-April. Okay, and the panel would work for making a roadmap for an updated MDB ecosystem for 21st century, touching upon all aspects of MDB evaluation, mechanism for coordination among these banks to address and finance global development. Okay, so basically ये meet करेंगे क्योंकि IBRD और World Bank and IMF were made in way back in 1945 post the World War II. So they were for restructuring the governments and giving loans. So maybe new constitution or new amendments will be required so that World Bank is ready for 21st century. And 21st century में सिर्फ यही नहीं, but also ready to give climate financing and provide debt restructuring for the countries that are in debt distress by IMF. तो ये सब रहेगा. So G20 group, 11 member group, head by Lawrence Summers and N.K. Singh. Okay, we will get back to that in MCQ. Okay. IRDAI permits insurers to frame commissions for agents and brokers. So basically IRDAI एक circular propagate किया था earlier that capped the commission of these agents at maximum 20%. ठीक है, but this proposal did not go far, and IRDAI has said that insurers can give any amount of commission to the agents. Okay, कुछ भी commission दे सकते हैं agents को. Okay, but not above 35% of their total operating cost. Okay, this means the regulator has replaced the earlier cap on different commission payments to various type of intermediaries. Different, why? Because like for motor insurance, the commission agents were getting around maximum 22.5%, 22.5% तक मिलता था. Okay, but for health insurance or term insurance or life insurance, the IRDAI has put certain caps कि certain limits से ज़्यादा commission नहीं दे सकते. But now since the cap is removed, we can see, or the IRDAI and the industry is expecting that we will have more penetration of insurance services because more agents will want to work and sell insurance products. क्योंकि अगर commission ज़्यादा मिलेगा, income ज़्यादा होगी, then they will have more let's say pledge to work and they will be more satisfied selling more insurance product, and it will improve the insurance penetration in India, जो कि अभी 4% के आसपास घूम रहा है. Okay. IRDAI regulation is expected to provide more flexibility in product innovation and insurance penetration. The regulation will come into force from April 1st and will remain in force for a period of 3 years thereafter. So basically removal of any cap on agent commission by IRDAI for 3 years. Okay, old news, but this one is important, the last line. Because RBI is continuously infusing money, लगभग 8 लाख करोड़ रुपए between this March, ठीक है, the second half of March, 8 lakh crore rupees RBI has infused because there is lack of liquidity in the market. ठीक है, lack of liquidity, that's why अभी हम RBI has taken back its 91-day treasury bill also because there was a lack of demand. पैसे थे नहीं मार्केट में तो people were not purchasing that T-bill, and since there was a lack of demand, the yield rose. Lack of demand से क्या हुआ? कम हो गई cost of purchasing that product, the T-bill. The yield rose, so the RBI took back that 91-day treasury bill. तो बात यह है कि अभी liquidity कम हो गई है मार्केट में. So RBI has to continuously infuse money in the bank so that the credit situation does not worsen further. So that's why RBI has infused 8 lakh crore between March 15 and March 23. Not important. Important at this point. The net liquidity infusion of 1.24 lakh crore is the highest daily infusion by central bank in almost 3 to 4 years. 1.24 lakh crore on March 17 was highest in the last 3 to 4 years. Okay. Okay, now Mohanty's FSIB's LIC pick. So basically, Siddharth Mohanty, the interim chairman, the chairperson of LIC, has been chosen to be the permanent chairman or chairperson of the LIC by FSIB. FSIB का काम क्या है? FSIB chooses who will head financial institution. Earlier it was called Banks Board Bureau, that was only for banks. उसको change किया गया 2022 में. In 2022 the name was changed and the functions were changed. Banks Board Bureau became FSIB, Financial Services Institution Board. अब Financial Services Board हो गया तो anything related to finance and financial regulator, companies, public sector institutions, they recommend the chairman. Okay. 5-member committee, एक chairman होते हैं, 4 ex officio persons होते हैं, members होते हैं, and some other members, part-time members are also there, specialists. Okay, so FSIB क्या है? Government body that was set up under the Department of Financial Services by the central government in 2022. Okay, DFS याद रखना है, Department of Financial Services. The Secretariat of Bureau currently comprises of Secretary and the 4 officers. Secretary is Bhanu Pratap Sharma. The last of Banks Board Bureau is now the chairperson of FSIB for 2 years. 22 में बने हैं, July 2022 it was. So he will be till at least till July 2024. Okay. It replaced the Banks Board Bureau, and the board is interested to make recommendation of full-time appointments of directors, non-executive chairman of state-run financial services, public sector organization, and anything related to personnel management in the financial institutions. Okay, now out of these four members, now one is the secretary. Okay, one is the secretary of obviously DFS, Department of Financial Services. Other one is the secretary of Public Enterprises. One is the chairman of IRDAI, and the other is the deputy governor nominated by RBI. तो ये चार हो गए members. One is the chairperson, that is Bhanu Pratap Sharma. So FSIB यही है. Okay, it recommends the top picks for financial institutions. Okay. Now, center to borrow 57.55% of its full year target in the first year half itself. What is borrowing? This means of their total fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit, it means borrowings for financial year 24. What will be the fiscal deficit? If anyone remembers, what percentage will be the fiscal deficit of the total GDP? इस साल कितना है वही बताओ, वो भी बताओ. Okay, the central government will borrow 57.55% of its full year target in the first half. First half means April to September. Okay, thereby front loading its borrowing program for financial year 24. Correct, Professor? 5.9% for the next year. For next year, 5.9. Okay. So front loading of the borrowing program means they take money at first, and then they start to use that money for their schemes or whatever programs they want to do. Front loading means पैसा पहले काम बाद में. That is front loading. However, this will be lower than the borrowing in the first 6 months of last financial year. That was 59% of the total target. Okay, gross market borrowing will be 15.43 trillion rupees for financial year 24. That will be 5.9%. Correct, Isha? 6.4 and 5.9. 5.9% रहेगा ये financial year 24 के total GDP का. Okay, the gross market borrowing. Out of that, 57.55 will become 8.88 trillion. That will be borrowed in the first half itself for the front loading for schemes etc. Borrowing करनी ही है, budgeted estimate बना ही लियो, so they can take the borrowings beforehand or front load. Okay. Okay. So remember the financial fiscal deficit targets, the numbers, and 57% लेने वाले पहले से वो. Okay, now geography news, not very important for RBI, but let's read it. The government is planning to develop an eastern grid with 5,000 km of navigable waterway to boost regional integration with South Asia and Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia means from Myanmar to Vietnam. Okay, so ये है Southeast Asia. Also, the minister has said, Sarbanand Sonowal, our Minister of Port Shipping and Waterways, has said that out of this 5,000 km, 3,500 km will be developed between India, Bangladesh and India. एक कॉरिडोर बनेगा इंडिया बांग्लादेश इंडिया. एंड क्या होगा कॉरिडोर? NW1 नेशनल वाटरवे 1, ठीक है, नेशनल वाटरवे 2 द ब्रह्मपुत्र, एंड नेशनल वाटरवे 16 बराक रिवर. Now Ganga and Brahmaputra meet at Bangladesh. So to connect Ganga and Brahmaputra, this waterway will have to go through Bangladesh. ठीक है, तो ये 3,500 किलोमीटर का जो स्ट्रेच है फ्रॉम गंगा इलाहाबाद, ओके, टू बराक, द नॉर्थ ईस्ट बॉर्डर विथ आवर साउथ ईस्टर्न नेबर्स, मीन्स म्यांमार से जो बॉर्डर लगता है, बराक रिवर फ्लोज दैट वे. बराक कनेक्टेड है फ्रॉम ब्रह्मपुत्र. बराक इज वन ऑफ द ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ ब्रह्मपुत्र. ठीक है, तो 3 वाटरवे है, नेशनल वाटरवे 1, नेशनल वाटरवे 2 एंड नेशनल वाटरवे 16. Ganga, Brahmaputra and Barak. These rivers will be connected with a 3500 kilometer waterway to connect north of India to northeast of India, and further 1500 kilometer will be built with the collaboration of various governments of our southeastern neighbors. तो 5000 किलोमीटर का एक waterway बनेगा. That will pass through Bangladesh and will go to northeastern neighbors like Myanmar. Okay. So seamless connection between National Waterway 1, Waterway 2 and Waterway 16. Okay, the government is keen to create an opportunity via an economic corridor 3500 km connecting northeast India with rest of India via Bangladesh. The same route that has been taken by MV Vilas, that cruise ship having Swiss passengers. ठीक है, वो बहुत 50 दिन वाला cruise ship जो route लिया है, that route will be developed as economic corridor. वो भी नेशनल वाटरवे 1, नेशनल वाटरवे 2 यूज किया था. नेशनल वाटरवे 16 will be further used. Okay, the government is working extensively to develop eastern grid with more than 5000 km of navigable waterways. Okay, just remember the number 5000 km northeastern neighbors के साथ जोड़ने के लिए 3500 km within India, Bangladesh and northeast. Okay. Now MP-led scheme. तो MP-leds मीन्स मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट लोकल एरिया डेवलपमेंट स्कीम. ये पैसे मिलते हैं मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट को, सारे मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट को. दैट इज 5 करोड़ रुपीज दे गेट पर ईयर. 5 करोड़ रुपीज दे गेट पर ईयर. अर्लियर दे यूज टू गेट 2.5 करोड़ इन फर्स्ट फेज एंड 2.5 करोड़ इन द सेकेंड फेज. 2 बार में मिलता था. नाउ दिस हैज बीन चेंज. दे विल गेट 5 करोड़ रुपीज एट वंस, क्योंकि कोविड के टाइम ये पैसे रुक भी गए थे MP-leds के by an ordinance because government was short of funds. So MP-led schemes, the money was stopped, but वो फिर से start हो गया था post COVID. तो 5 करोड़ रुपए मिलते हैं to your MP. 5 करोड़ rupees your MP gets for local area development. ठीक है, LAD है तो local area development के लिए. Out of that 10% of that funds are used to repair and renovate anything in their constituency. ठीक है, anything related to, for example, a road is built under a certain centrally sponsored or central sector scheme. ठीक है, एक रोड बनाई गई या कोई इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलप हुआ एंड उसमें थोड़े क्रैक्स आ गए या कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ गई दैट दे नीड मेंटेनेंस. सो MP-led स्कीम के थ्रू द MPs ऑफ योर एरिया कैन यूज मैक्सिमम 10%, मीन्स 50 लाख रुपए, 50 lakh rupees they can use for the maintenance of that road or any infrastructure per se. Okay. And also a new port, because it is going to be digitized, a new portal, that is Sakshi portal by MOSPI ministry. Sakshi portal by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation is going to be launched, and that will keep a track of the funds of MP-LADs. MP के funds का track रखेगा. It will be easier for MPs to track their funds where they are being used. ठीक है, इसके लिए एक डिजिटल पोर्टल, दैट इज साक्षी पोर्टल बाय मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स एंड प्रोग्राम implementation. So the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation is soon going to launch the Sakshi portal for digitizing the fund flow architecture in members of Parliament local area development fund. ठीक है, it is developed by State Bank of India. This portal is developed by State Bank of India. The portal is a part of revised guidelines that aim at facilitating real-time monitoring, increasing transparency, accountability, and scope of permissible works. अब ये क्या स्कोप है? ये गाइडलाइंस आएंगी April 1 से. सारी गाइडलाइंस April 1 से आ रही है फ्रॉम न्यू फाइनेंशियल ईयर. So guidelines are 5 crore in single tranche. Okay. Nodal district authority empowered to increase scope of permissible works. अब increase कैसे होगा? That provision of to allocate 10% of funds annually for repair and renovation of any infrastructure that was built not even with MP-LADs, but they can use it for repair and renovation. But certain provision has been removed or relaxed, not removed. Provision of mandatory allocation of 15% and 7.5% to SC and ST regions respectively has now been made voluntary or advisory clause. पहले ये compulsory था that you have to use 15% of your funds in SC dominated areas or 7.5% in ST dominated regions of your constituency. Now this has become an advisory clause or a voluntary clause. Compulsory नहीं है कि 15% you have to use where SC/ST population is living. ओके, तो ये है एमपी एडीडी फंड 5 करोड़ मिलते हैं, ये याद रखना सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है फॉर 1 मार्कर. एंड द साक्षी पोर्टल बाय Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and who has built the Sakshi portal? The State Bank of India has developed the Sakshi portal. Okay. Now, easy news. 8.15% EPFO return for financial year 23, जो अभी साल बीत रहा है financial year. It will be 8.15%. Earlier it was 8.1%. तो increase हुआ है 0.05% और 5 basis points का. 5 basis points increased. Okay. So the declared rate of 8.15% for 2022-23 is the lowest since 1977-78 after last year's declared rate of return of 8.1%. Okay, so total load on government will be 90,000, around 90,000 crore. क्योंकि 11 trillion rupees का principal amount है, that is under EPFO. On that 11 trillion rupees, 90,000 crore rupee interest the government will give. 90,000 करोड़ का इंटरेस्ट देगी गवर्नमेंट. 11 ट्रिलियन है, 11 लाख करोड़ है, 8.1% लगाओगे 11 लाख करोड़ का, तो इट विल बी अराउंड 90,000 करोड़ रुपए. So on principle of 11 lakh crore at 8.1% interest, 90,000 crore the government will distribute. Okay, or the EPFO will distribute. Now EPFO is a portfolio of 18.3 trillion according to the data of 2022, and out of that maximum 55% of the capital is invested in government securities. उसमें से भी सबसे ज्यादा in state government और state development loans. State government securities में maximum investment है. 54% maximum है state और central मिला के. Out of that maximum 38% in state government securities and 16% in central government securities, because state government securities give better return. ठीक है, so that's why 38% in state government and 16.5% in central government. Okay, 16.5 and 38% in state development loans. ठीक है, रिमेंबर करने की याद बस ये रखना है 8.15% है इस समय EPFO रेट फॉर द क्लोजिंग फाइनेंशियल ईयर. मीन्स जब ये फाइनेंशियल ईयर खत्म होगा तो लोगों को 8.515% का एनुअल रेट दिया जाएगा उनके EPFO अकाउंट. Now PFRDA increases ombudsman upper age limit to 70 years. So 5 साल से बढ़ा दी गई है the upper age limit of ombudsperson of PFRDA to 70 years. Earlier it was 65 years. Now the limit has been increased to 70 years. Okay, simple news. Okay, India to be coal exporter by 2025-26. The coal minister or parliamentary affairs minister Prahlad Joshi has said. We are importing coal. Our earlier target was that we will be net import zero by 2024. It has been further extended till 2025-26. मतलब financial year 26 तक, or by 2025-26, whatever way you want to say it. ठीक है, we will be a net exporter of coal, not just zero coal imports, but we will export coal. ठीक है, export coal. Okay, the country will become a net coal exporter by 2025-26. Union Minister of Coal, Parliamentary Affairs Prahlad Joshi has said. From a net importer of coal, India is moving towards becoming a net exporter of thermal coal by 2025-26. Okay, India's import of substitutable coal were 90 million tons, which will be stopped by 2025-26. Import zero हो जाएगा, export बढ़ेगा, then we will become a net exporter. Okay, earlier the Ministry of Coal has a target of 2024 for zero coal imports. Okay, just wait. Okay. So news is complete. Now we can go to MCQs where I can ask the question. Okay. Those who are watching recording, please try these MCQs and please try to comment. Please. Okay, let's start. Number one, which of the following is incorrect about ways and means advances? Ah, for thermal coal. Correct, Professor. I don't include that details about coal. Why? Because it is not useful for your MCQ or RBI MCQ. Too much, I have been told that don't use too much details, irrelevant details that are not useful for the exam. That's why. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Correct, Isha. Correct, Gaurav. Correct, Professor. Correct, Nivedita. Right. B is the right answer. The interest rate on overdraft is at repo rate plus 2%. So this is 50,000 crore, 47,000 crore for states is right. And Reserve Bank can anytime revise the limit. Okay, question number two. Which of the following is incorrect regarding the new NPCI norms for digital payments? Correct, not incorrect. Professor, okay, I will tell you about that coal thing. Net exporter of coal include both the things. We will not import thermal coal. That's what he has said. तो हम लोग इंपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे, इसका ये मतलब नहीं कुछ भी इंपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे, बट नेट एक्सपोर्टर मीन्स that we will import some part of the coal, some amount of coal, but we will become net exporter. Anyways, not no, not all correct. Okay, let's see which of the following is correct regarding new NPCI norms for digital payments. So no charges for bank to bank or account to account UPI transactions, correct. C, interoperable charge for 1.1% on each transaction, that is also right. 0.5% to 1.1% is the charge, maximum 1.1%. B is not right because merchant payment that goes through different wallet will be chargeable on the merchants and not on the customers. ठीक है, ये chargeable होगा merchants के ऊपर, customers के ऊपर नहीं होगा. So B is wrong. E becomes right answer. Now one question. Correct, Isha, Professor. Right. Correct, Gaurav. You are also right. Now there was a question that 15 BPS in that news. So, for example, there is a Paytm wallet on which you upload money, ठीक है, from your bank account. तो 2,000 रुपए से ज्यादा अगर अपने Paytm wallet में अकाउंट में अपलोड कर रहे हो, then 0.15% or 15 basis points will be charged. ठीक है. अब this tax should be ideally paid by the merchant himself, but maybe अगर जब तक clarity नहीं आती है, maybe Paytm will charge on. बट ऐसा नहीं है 15 बेसिस पॉइंट का चार्ज देना होगा. because because the wallet is using bank's services, bank server, so they will have to give around 15 basis point, yeah, 0.515% का charge to the banks. So 15 BPS charges for uploading money to wallets. ओके 15 बेसिस पॉइंट फॉर अपलोडिंग मनी टू द वॉलेट्स. पेटीएम वॉलेट में अगर बैंक से पैसे डाल रहे हो तो 15 बेसिस पॉइंट्स को अपलोड चार्ज लगेगा. ओके, नाउ under the aegis of India's G20 presidency, 11-member expert group has been formed. Which of the following are co-conveners? A and C. तो ई बोलेगा उसका सही होगा. करेक्ट, करेक्ट. ईशा, सुमित, प्रोफेसर निवेदिता, राइट. डी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. एनके सिंह एंड लॉरेंस समर्स. ओके गौरव. BNC, yes, Lawrence Bishnoi is very much active behind the bars. Okay, which of the following is incorrect about FSIB? Which of the following is incorrect about FSIB? No. Correct, Isha. Right. One right answer. Correct, Nivedita. Two right answer. Okay, so E is right here because none of the above are incorrect. Bhanu Pratap Sharma is chairperson for 2 years, initial 2 years. Siddharth Mohanty is chairperson of LIC recommended by FSIB. Correct. Secretariat of Bureau comprises of secretary and 4 officers. Correct. Now it is a government body set up in 2022 under DFS. That is also right. सब कुछ सही है. E is the correct answer. Now, what is budgeted estimate for fiscal deficit in financial year 24? Easy question, but important question. Answer please, answer fast. Correct, Isha. Correct, Nivedita. PE here is budgeted estimate. Correct, Sumit. Correct, Gaurav. Right. Then use it like this. Okay, A is the right answer, 5.9%. Now, which of the following is incorrect regarding MP LADs? Ask your MP to use it their MP LADs. बेंच लगवाते हैं MPs. Correct, Professor. Correct, Sumit. Correct, Gaurav. Correct, Nivedita. सही बताओ कोई, तब बात बनेगी, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है। Okay. So here, Sakshi portal is developed for MPLATs, but not by MHA, but by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So this is wrong. Developed by NPCI, no. Developed by SBI. So both A and B are incorrect. Okay. Okay. Now this pension fund PFRDA has increased the upper age limit by 5 years of ombudsperson to dash years. Yes. Yes. Okay. PFRDA upper age limit. Simple question. One marker. Correct, Professor Sumit, Isha, Nivedita, Gaurav. Yes, everyone is right. D is the right answer. 70 years. Okay, regarding EPFO, which of the following is correct? Window. Right. B is correct. तो correct है. उसके अलावा let me write in full for FY24. Okay, now let's do it. No, not FY24, sorry. FY23. Correct, Gaurav. Correct, Isha. So it is B, that is correct. Maximum investment in state or central government securities. Maximum being in state government, state development loan. B correct hai. A is not right because this is not 8.1%. This is 8.15%. And 90,000 crore will be the interest borne by the EPF. Correct, Gaurav. Correct, Isha. Correct, Gaurav. Both of you are right. Okay, so this question, easy question. Target year set by ministry to become a net coal exporter. Net coal exporter. This does not mean हमारा पूरा import रुक जाएगा coal का. Only thermal coal will be stopped. Thermal coal means whichever is used in the thermal power plant. But we will become a net coal exporter by which year? Correct, Isha, Gaurav, Nivedita, Sumit. Yes, everyone is right. A is the correct answer. 2025 and 26. Okay, so please revise it. We are done for the day. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you like the lecture. अगर आज के lecture से आपके knowledge में value add हुई तो do like and share. मिलते हैं in the next class in next month. Thank you. And if you have any queries, you can reach out to me on Telegram or you can write to me here in comments. Thank you. Bye bye.